Hello. Hey, who all snuck in here in a minute? I was just looking at a message from Troy. Troy S., where are you? Hey, who all snuck in here? Let me turn off. I was just looking at a message from. Is there a way? Troy. Is there a way to turn that off before I start? It seems like there was before. I don't know. I know how to mute myself before I go on someone else's live, but before I go live, seems like there's some place to do that, some way to do that. So it looked like so far 100% of you budget. I need to do that myself. I just need to be more frugal. So I said hello in the chat. Anthony was the first one here. Are you still here, Anthony? Hilda, hello. Diane, hello. Thank you for coming in. Kurt, hello. Diane, Sharon. I still owe you a book, so you need to tell me, send me that address, Sharon. Folk of the Forest, hello. Meg, thank you all for being here. Yep, Troy's here. Hey, Troy. And I don't know why when I start, like I forget, I can click on the comments. Oh yeah, I can click on the comments. I don't know why it like takes me a minute. Hey, AJ's here. Hi, AJ. How's it going? Carlene. Hi. I got some tea. You guys, I've been getting on a bet. I hope you enjoy the book. Yay. I mailed that from, where was I? I mailed that from Memphis. Yeah, when I wouldn't say where I was last week, I was in Memphis. I didn't want to say because I was like by myself. So, hey, Hawkins family, welcome in. So I got my cup and my tea. Glad to still be awake. I'm glad you're still awake too. I've been getting up earlier, and it's different for me, but I'm doing that, and I'll be like, I don't know, when I go west, I'll probably be on a different schedule. I don't know. I'm not really on a schedule, but I need to be on a better schedule and a budget too. Playing with our minds. I'm not playing with your minds. No, I don't do that. No, I've been told like before not to be saying where I am, just because I'm on YouTube and I'm a solo female traveler. I don't know. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button. I went to Graceland. I wasn't there very long. I was also in Chattanooga for my birthday by myself. I was at Raccoon Mountain, and I went to the caverns, Crystal Caverns. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying your book. I am so glad. So, oh, Christina's here. Hey. Safety first, right? Diane, safety first. My nomadic rat pack Troy, the other Troy, you have Troy and Troy, was like, good. You're not supposed to do. I told you that. I told you about that, he said. But so yeah, it was so hard. I so wanted to tell you guys where I was. I wanted, so a lot of times, I lived in Georgia for 32 years. So to recap, if you're new, if you subscribed 5 minutes ago, I put subscribers only on. No, subscribers, non-subscribers can watch. They just can't comment. That's all. But sorry if that bothers anyone. No, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. No. So if you don't know me, I'm a spoken word poet and I travel around on my RV. Hey, Victoria's here. Hi. And I raised my kids in Georgia. I'm originally from California. We moved to Florida when I was 12. And I like to swim. They called me mermaid in high school. Well, they said I looked like a mermaid. I didn't really swim in high school. I should have been on the swimming team, though. I'm a good swimmer, but I wasn't. Boca Raton High did have a swim team, though. I should have been on it. But yeah, I was talking about swimming this morning with Loves in the Philippines. And yeah, she needs to learn how to swim. I need to learn how to surf. So I need to go to the Philippines to teach her to swim, and she can teach me to surf, right? So anyways, I was born in California and we moved to Florida. That's where I met my ex. We went up to Georgia where he got a job for the Air Force. And we had the 4 of our 5 kids there. The oldest one was born in Florida. And we were married 30 years. And my kids are all grown. And I was divorced in 2018. Also 2017, 2018, 2019, not 3 years, but like two years I did Airbnb. That's how I met Gladys. Actually, she was my Airbnb guest when she moved there. Yeah, I'm glad you have time to chill and hang out, Kurt. Thanks for being here. So yeah, I got divorced in 2018. I was doing Airbnb. I couldn't find a regular job, but doing Airbnb was kind of fun. Hey, Kenneth's here. Hi. So I did Airbnb. I finally got divorced. My divorce took a while because it was complicated. Lots of stuff to sort out. Hey, John Chalker. And so I downsized, and then I sold my house, and then I came up here instead of buying my house and buying my RV, which is my house. I bought my RV up here in Illinois. So at Gladys's. So in between her moving, she would stay with me, like when she stayed at my Airbnb. And then I had stopped doing Airbnb. And then I was watching Blue actually when COVID hit. And I ended up being quarantined with Blue. And the little doggy I had at the time, her name was Boo. And so, hey, Amy. You want to hear all about the cruise? I got to catch up on my videos. I'm still watching the ones from the other cruise. Now I need to be updated on the current cruise. Oh, I want to go on a cruise next year. So anyways, when I was on the East Coast, a lot of things didn't go as planned. Hi, Michael McReynolds. But I mean, it still was a lot of fun things. I saw Kenneth for his birthday when I left, went to M21, which I didn't expect to be able to go to M21, which was nice. Oh, what base? Warner Robins Air Force Base is where we were. My house was in Warner Robins that I sold. Time to get back to the West Coast. Right, Tim. I'm trying to figure that all out now. So, it's cool. I found out some cool things recently. So, my niece bought a house in Bend, Oregon. So, I'm probably going to be going to see her next spring, I think. So, I want to go back to Klamath River next spring. But anyways, right now what I'm planning is going on to Denver. I'm gonna hang around here. I'm getting my potty fixed at the same RV place where they fixed my the hail damage, and they fixed my awning. I'm the kleptomaniac, right, Tim? It's the same place where my catalytic converters got taken, but you figure lightning won't strike twice, right? They're being very careful now. They got, I don't know if they have more security cameras, but they have security cameras and a gate and fence. And I hope it doesn't happen again. But anyways, it turned out fine. I don't think that any of the problems I had with my RV after that had to do with the catalytic converters being taken, because it was something non-related. My gas gauge wasn't working, and they replaced my gas gauge. My gas gauge still isn't working. So that was a bummer. Piece of land in Oregon. Ooh. I'm thinking of looking at places in Arizona when I go to Arizona. So I'm going to Denver for Thanksgiving, and my son's friend bought a house. So my son moved also into a townhome or something, and I might be able to park there at Thanksgiving, so that will save me money. But the story about my divorce and all that is my ex was pretty frugal and pretty. I was trying to be careful with money, anyways. So money was really tight because of my credit card debt and stuff before I sold my house. So I was like really, and that's why, since I sold my house and since I had anxiety about living this life, which I do still have anxiety. I was going to talk about that too, how I'm trying to manage my mental health and stuff. And so, hey, Joy, welcome in. So where was I? I was on the money situation. So I've been kind of easy on myself about the money, and I've been kind of not before I had a checkbook, and I was very careful with the money. And so, I'm needing to be more careful with the money. Okay, AJ. Oh, you were overseas? Oh my goodness. I'm out of the loop, AJ. Okay. Well, good night. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, I was being kind of just I was spending a lot on food too. I was just going crazy at the grocery store. So I went to the grocery store the other day, and you guys, only spent $50. That was really good for me, because I'd like to go places like, and when I went to California the first time, Tim has a point here. You need to rest your foot, Joy. So, and welcome in, Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Welcome in. So, yeah, I was kind of going easy on myself with the spending, but and just staying at places where I felt comfortable to stay, and not and not boondocking as much as I did boondock a little bit. So to recap, let's give you a little recap of the past year, because it's been a year now. I've spent a lot of time here. I'm really glad to have a home base though, where just I can get away. And so I came up here to buy my RV, and I was glad because I needed nothing against Georgia, for those of you that like Georgia, but I was there for 30 years and I went through a lot of the tough things that I went through in Georgia. So I needed to get away from Georgia. Nothing against Georgia. Georgia is fine, but I'm kind of glad that the Air Force relocated Gladys up here. And so when I was watching Blue when COVID hit, I thought, how am I going to do my plan now? I was downsizing. I was selling everything in my house. I was selling, all my furniture. I was selling all my little even knickknacks, everything. Yeah, sometimes places are hard. We were supposed to get Blue to Gladys in March, and that's right. It was right when COVID hit. And because she came up here in January 2020. Then COVID hit, and then we were able to get him up here to her. Her dad brought Blue to her in May. So June, I put my house for sale. August, I sold my house. End of August 28th. And I'm glad your sister likes my hair. Was it pretty ghetto? I drove by and I was thinking of you. I have a picture. I need to post it on Instagram. It's pretty though. The gold top. I like Atlanta, but my son lived up there for a little bit. When I was driving for Lyft, that was my biggest payday. I got a ride to Atlanta. This lady needed to take her child to the children's hospital, and the Medicaid was going to pay for it. So that's a $94 drive from Warner Robins to Atlanta. And so since my son that lives in Denver now lived in Atlanta at that time, I went to see him. I went and had lunch with him. And so, yeah, that's my Atlanta story. That's one of my Atlanta stories. I also went there before I left Georgia. I went to Atlanta to look for some tab for my brother. My brother thought, since the Coca-Cola bottling company is in Atlanta, that I might be able to find some tab there, but I didn't have any luck. I have video footage of that I need to make into a video. When I learn to edit, you guys, I'm gonna put out a video every day. I have that much footage on my phone. I should do that. It's pretty, just a city. Oh, can watch film between making my rounds. Oh, that sounds good. The summers are too wet. Don't you think the summers are too wet? Oh my goodness. That's when it rains and rains and rains and rains and rains. Oh, for a couple of months I used he was going to give it to me, but I gave it back to him because I didn't really want to tow it behind my RV. A convertible, my sister-in-law's convertible. I was using it when I was there, and then he was going to let me have it, but I don't really want to tow a car behind my RV. Although it was a nice car. It was a 2006 Solera red convertible. But I was like, you know, it's good to have a convertible in California. Because in Georgia, when it was warm enough to put the top down, I was thinking about this when I'm riding around in the convertible. It's like when it's warm enough to put the top down, it rains all the time. I mean, it rains all summer long. It rains and rains and rains and rains. Hey, Ron. Hey, Outdoor Adventures with Ron. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm going to get a house eventually. It's nice to be here. And you guys, there was a tornado warning last night. And I'm like, I am glad I'm not in my RV because it was storming. It was storming. It storms pretty bad here in Illinois too. And like when I came here, I was here for 6 weeks. It was kind of a long time. You're welcome. Did we do that? I have awesome supporters. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Yes, these are the ones that helped me out when I was locked out. Someone was looking out for me. And I ended up being right next to a Marine and a person I knew from church 20 years ago in homeschool group. So that was pretty, and we met that day, and then that night I closed the door of my RV because I went out the side door. The door is not supposed to lock when you close it, not without you locking it with a key, right? So wouldn't have thought it would lock. I didn't even think it would have locked. I went to get my bucket out of my bin on the side of my RV. It was raining. It was 10 o'clock at night, and I was locked out of my house. Go watch that video. I look horrible though. I don't have any makeup on. Yeah, I remember I was in the hundreds in the subs at the beginning of this year, you guys. So to continue on with my story, when I go back to when I sold my house and came up here. I came up here in September. In October, I found my RV and bought my RV. In November is when I went to Denver. Rhymes. I went to Denver in November and had a wonderful Thanksgiving with my son and his friends and his girlfriend and his best friend that he is a roommate. Yeah. Yes. It did. So, yeah. Then I went to Flagstaff to see my niece in early December. And then I went to California to see my brother and his wife and my nephew. And hey, Grace, Scalp and Trouble Builders, hi. And my sister-in-law was in the stage 4 breast cancer. So I was cooking for her and stuff, and that's when I was buying a lot of groceries. I was staying for free at the ranch, at my brother's smaller house on the ranch. I was parked on his property and using Joyce's car to drive back and forth from the big house. And I took Joyce to a couple of chemo treatments, and we went Christmas shopping. We went to the beach one day with my brother and her in her car, and that was fun. We got burgers and we ate them by the beach. She passed away in January, And I hung around there a month, and then I came here because I doggy sit Blue sometimes, and Gladys was going on a work trip, and then she went. Wait, where did she go that time? She was going on some work trips. That's what she was doing. Yeah, and then so I came here in the middle of the blizzard. It was pretty cool though. I went from Los Angeles, driving around warm LA in February to blizzard here in St. Louis, and I learned to make a snowman from YouTube with a recycling bucket. It was fun. It was the first time I was snowed in. I went to the store and got a bunch of thank you, Ron. Yeah, I was saying on my little video about Cracker Barrel, it was the first time I loved Cracker Barrel before, and now I can stay there in my RV. And the first time I stayed there in my RV was in Kentucky, on my way to see Kenneth. And so, and I went in and bought a dress. And she used to buy, Joyce used to buy clothes there too. Hey. Hey, Blaine. Yeah, I missed you going live too. I was looking for that. That's a different Ron. Ron sees America as Ron Apple. I should text him. Where are you, Ron? Ron, where are you? Other Ron, where are you? Or is he here? Is he here? Is the other Ron here? Oh. Like none of this. So, anyways, my East Coast, all my stops on the East Coast ended up not being planned and not going as planned. It was, a lot of it was good. You know, I went to see Kenneth, which really wasn't planned. I had planned on, I was going to be in I was going to be in Georgia in September, but that wasn't a good time for my daughter. So that's why I ended up going to M21. And then I went to Tennessee and I saw Kenneth, and I went to Warriors Path State Park, which is a really nice state park there. Oh, there. Okay. I don't know. What should I be? I forgot to get I need to get my costume out of my RV. I can do that Saturday. Okay. West Coast. Yes, I do. You know, if I could buy my mom's house in California, I would. But I don't know. I can't right now, obviously. That's another reason why I need to save money. I need to get on a budget. Because otherwise I can't buy a house in California. Unfortunately, my dad did not leave me the house. He had sold the house, and he lived in his new wife's, but they didn't get married. He lived with his girlfriend before he passed away. His wife, sort of wife. So, anyways, he had sold the house. So if I could afford to buy the house back, he sold it to his pastor. She's a really nice lady, and she's in Alabama now. So I don't know. Hopefully she didn't. She's their pastor, and she retired, and she went to Alabama where she was from. So that's interesting. Need a reason to party. Who needs a reason to party though, right? Yeah, I definitely want to come to the party. It's Halloween next next weekend. Wow, cool. I was here last Halloween. Getting ready to go. I'm not as uh so I still have some anxiety. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that. So and but I'm learning to manage it, and I'm getting more, have more confidence as I continue doing this RVing thing. But I definitely do need to be more careful with my money and be saving more money and not be spending so much money, because I could figure out how much I spent. Oh my goodness, you guys. Gas is ridiculous. Gas is ridiculous. I get 11 point something miles to the gallon. And it's a lot. Sunday's Halloween. Yeah, well, holiday weekend. It's a Halloween weekend. That sounds fun. Yes, definitely be there. Ooh. Yes. Yes, definitely. Sending you prayers. Yes. Propane is going to be a big issue? Really? Is that going to get more expensive? Oh, a good thing about the East Coast in the fall is I'm not using, I was filling up with so much propane, you guys, because of using my heat. When I went east, when I looked back at it, so I said I went, it was November and December. I went to Denver, and then I went to Flagstaff. And I'm not like, I'm a Cali, Florida girl, you know, and then Florida, I mean, Georgia, middle Georgia was not too cold either. And so that wasn't even, I was wimpy. I admit I was wimpy. So in my journey, I was at the point where I came back here for a month during the snowstorm, and I was snowed in for the first time. And then we went back, and Gladys had been like overseas and everything because she's military, but she hadn't been to California. So she's like, I'll go back with you. So we went back together, and we went to Palm Springs. So that was fun. And we looked around LA a little bit, but it was raining. I was like, oh, it never rains. Don't worry. It never rains in California. It's true. It never rains. So it's raining when we fly into LA. So that was in March. And then I hung around my brothers for another, like, about a month. I was going to hang around longer, but I ended up, that was not planned either. I guess some fun parts of my journey have been unplanned, because I went up the coast, and it was funny. I ended up going to the Oregon meetup, and I ended up going to the M21 meetup, and I ended up going to the Branson meetup that weren't planned. I wasn't planning on going to those, any of those. I went to Alabama Hills meetup. That was not planned either. No, this was planned. Except I was planning, you know what I was planning on going to, you guys? Mayberry. And I didn't go to Mayberry. Like, what? There's that saying that we plan and God laughs. I think, though, a lot of times he has a better plan. And I really loved, I just sort of, in a lot of places I found, I just sort of happened on, like the Klamath River RV Park. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love that place. I love the Klamath River area. It was so beautiful. That's where I got this My Bigfoot. My Bigfoot. Can you see that? My Bigfoot sweatshirt. Um, so yeah. So I was to March of this year. Like March of this year too, I think was when I was like at 100, 200 subs maybe. Something like that. It's crazy. Yeah. Right. That's right, Tim. That's my favorite emoji. I need to find the one with the red hair, though. Where's the one with the red hair? I need to make my own. So yeah, that was really good. And I went up to Oregon and went to Aussie Falls. And then one of the best meetups was Aussie Falls and Troy's Nomadic Rat Pack with Cargo Dan and Ron C and RVing with G. And then we went to Crater Lake. That was fun. And then I went to Wyoming. Where else did I go? I went to Wyoming. And yeah, I met California Travel Videos. Hey, Bama Rush is here. Hey. Good to see you. I need to catch up on his. He has a video of the baby. I want to see that. I need to go watch that. I'm going to go watch that. There's one. Did you find one with red hair? So yeah. So March. So I was in California from December, beginning of early December. I was at my brother's till early December till mid-February. I came here for a month from mid-February to mid-March, went back to California, went to Palm Desert with Gladys, went to the Alabama Hills, and then I also went down to see San Diego. I went down to San Diego with my brother too once, and we looked around too. I camped at Carpinteria, where my parents my parents used to take us to camp when we were kids. I love that. Yeah, come over for O22 next year, Blaine. Good idea. So April is when I went to Klamath River. I went up the coast of California. I went to San Francisco. I looked for my grandparents' house and I couldn't find it in Hayward. Grace calls Hayward weird. Hey, Gigi. Hey, RV Living Life. Thanks for coming in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, Grace. Headed to bed. Good night. Okay, we'll see you Saturday. I hope you feel better. Yeah, Hayward. I went to Hayward and I couldn't find. So my grandparents' street is apparently a one-way street, and I think I was going the wrong way. I don't know, but San Francisco. In San Francisco area, I found a place where I don't think I've been there before. A lot of times in California, I go to places and I go, I don't think I've been here before, but I might have been here before because my parents, my mom and dad were not perfect, but they were not bad. And they took us a lot of places. And I've been all over California. So sometimes I'm like, I might have been here, but I don't No, but I went to Half Moon Bay. It's a beautiful state park in the Bay Area. So that's where I ended up in the San Francisco area. And then after that, I went to Klamath River, and that was in April. And then May, I was in Oregon. And then I was headed over. I found a nice RV park in a state park in Wyoming that was really pretty too. I think it was Bear Creek State Park. I didn't stay in the park. I stayed at an RV park that was near it. It was like right down the street, and I could walk to the state park. So I was in Wyoming, and then June I spent in Denver in a ghetto RV park because I didn't make my reservation and plan ahead of time. So right now I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to stay when I'm in Denver. And part of the time I might be able to stay on my son's street. But I don't think I'm going to stay there the whole time because I don't want to they don't really have a driveway because it's like a townhouse. So I don't know if I'm going to stay the whole time parked on the street. I don't know if it's going to be level. I was like this when I was on the street in Denver before. I was kind of crooked. So you're in BC. It's raining up there too. Okay. You got a nor'easter storm. I don't know that I've heard of a nor'easter storm. Is that different than a regular storm? So yeah, June I was in Denver, and June is when I had the hail damage. When I left Oregon is when it was a trash can that took out my awning. And so when I was with Joy and Donnie, Joy Bless Life, and the storyteller Donnie Wheeler at Pigeon Forge, I put out my awning for the first time. If you go on their channel and watch their live, they did a live from my campsite at the KOA where I got a free stay because I clipped the neighbors. I clipped the neighbors. Pull out slide, but it was the employee's fault because he was backing me in and didn't even look behind me. And the places are so close together. And thank you, John. Love you too, John. What can happen in 15 days? Really? Okay. I'm going to go far south. So, like in July, you guys, I was going to go to Arizona after Denver. And when I was in Denver, I also, because I didn't plan ahead, didn't get into Rocky Mountain National Park like I wanted to. And like Danny from Griswold Family Vacay was like, do you have a reservation, Red? And I was like, no, but it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. We couldn't, you had to, like at least by 5 o'clock this is how bad I am and not planning ahead. I think you could have done it like if you made it by 5 o'clock the day before. Oh, so you're in Indiana, huh? So RMNF. Hey, Mike B. Hey, Brandon Jackson. Welcome in. So, like, I'm recapping this year in review. So, wait, what did I miss here? Okay, Blaine and Mallory are headed this way. Okay, you're gonna go to the arch. I don't have success with meeting people at the arch, but I will keep trying. I just am tenacious like that. She's talking. Oh my goodness. I am so out of the loop. She's talking. Are you kidding me? She's talking. Are you filming? Are you filming? Come on, Anthony. Hey, Julie, I missed you coming in here. I am so sorry. Hi, welcome in. Let me go back. Wait. So, storming. So, someone I follow. Yeah, I was looking over who I'm following. It was interesting because I don't even look at I'm not paying attention to things, and it's just like, where is the little thing where I see who am I a member of now? Wait, am I paying attention to who I am even, a member of? And it's like 10 channels now. It's more manageable. I was only when I joined guys channels, it was only Van City Adventure and Nomok and Melonomadic Adventures, and so I gradually went back to just girls and couples. Like I'm following Meant to Be Arlene, but they haven't been doing very much lately. And I just joined Joy Blessed Life. I joined Loves. I want to support her because she's a good supporter. And I joined Story Chase. And I noticed when I looked through my memberships that I've met most of them. The only one I haven't met in person is Loves, because she's in the Philippines, and Amber of Story Chasing. But I may as yet. She's on the West Coast now, so I may someday soon meet Amber. That would be cool because I really like her channel. I had been a member of Donna Van Life. Some ones that I want to join that I cannot join yet, for instance, are California Travel Videos. I would join your channel if I could. I would already be a member. And I can't join Glow yet. I think she might be going to have that, but I had joined D, and then she took away memberships and she brought them back, so I joined D, Box and D, and who else am I a member of? I wrote it down. I was like, I don't even know who am I a member of? And am I watching these videos even? So I was not keeping up with Donna Van Life, and so that's the only reason why I could in the future rejoin that, because I like her channel too. But I just wasn't keeping up with it. So I recently joined Forever Best Friend and Backroads Art Studio, and I'm a member of Van Life Voyages. That's the other couple. Johnny's Journey, Meant to Be RVing, Story Chasing, Joy Blessed Life, Roy and Becky. I just recently joined Roy and Becky. So yeah, those are the 10 ones I'm Loves, Forever Best Friend. It was like, interesting. Okay, so I was looking over that since I'm doing my budget and being like, how many of these can I really afford to be a member of? I'm just throwing money at people. And what I kind of felt bad about is when I started out, like I said, I just wanted to, I can't join. Yeah, Mobang. Hey, Mobang, why don't you have membership? Then you could be, well, then I would have to apologize again to Daryl, oh, I'm not joining guy channels, but mostly couples and women, solo women. At first, it was only solo women travelers, solo female travelers, and then Van City Adventure was the first guy channel I joined, and the last one that I canceled. Sorry, Daryl, no offense, but yeah. Yeah, Rayleigh, yeah. I want to get a pillow, but see, now I'm trying to save money, and so it's like, dang, I was gonna get a pillow from Rayleigh Creative Travel. I need to win one or something, or a T-shirt, maybe a T-shirt. When are you having a contest, Blaine? Cherry Awesome Sunset's here! Yay! Hi! Welcome in. So, I was to Denver in June, and then July when I was thinking, oh, so that was when I had my little thing about when I thought my gas was leaking. That was fun. So talk about you guys. I shouldn't have any anxiety. Everything always works out. It's just like, dang, no worries. No worries. So I went to Story Lake. I was at Story Lake when I was thinking of going to. I was thinking of going to see Dee and Cargo Dan in Arizona, and it was like 115 degrees in Arizona. Plus, my roof was leaking when it rained because of the hail damage from Denver. My awning was broken, but it was zip tied because Meant to Be RV did that for me. And yeah, Meant to Be RV happened along when I had hit the trash can and my awning got taken out. And some of you all have heard the story, but anyways, that was my Oregon mishap. And then the Denver thing was the hail, and then the New Mexico thing was me thinking my gas was leaking when it was my black tank. And so I just limped back to Illinois. I had an appointment to babysit Blue when Gladys went on a work trip, and then she went to Alaska. I'm jealous. I'm going to go to Alaska soon. Maybe I'll drive up there. I don't know. Sounds like a crappy situation. I think you said that last time, but it's still funny. It's still funny, Blaine. Good night. Good night. Kiss the baby for us. What you making for dinner, Victoria? They were talking about chili, Joy Bless Life, so I had some wolf chili, a can of wolf chili. So yeah, I need to do a budget. Yes. Joy's a good friend to remind me things. Yeah, so I came back here in July, and I got my awning fixed, and I got my roof fixed, and I got my catalytic converters taken. I gained back like 6 of the pounds I lost. From the time I left Georgia in September to like, I think it was, July, I had lost 26 pounds. And I wasn't even really, I was just trying to eat less food. Kind of like, I was eating less meals a day, more like one big meal a day. And I was exercising. I was swimming when I was in California. And so I lost like 26 pounds, but I gained a little bit back when I was here. And I had a doctor appointment when I was here, so I got my medicine. And there was more things I wanted to get done, things I need to get done now when I'm here. I need to renew my passport. There might be a shot I need to get. Maybe. I got to get my emissions test. That's what I found out. That's another reason why my plans changed, because my potty was leaking. So after I was here, then I found out that Gladys was going to be back from Alaska, so I could go to Branson. So that was pretty cool. Branson was really fun. It was a fun meetup. And Joy and Donnie got lots of goodies at Dollywood. Sounds yummy. Gladys and I both have a sweet tooth. I got these, and I really wanted to try the pie at McDonald's, but they were all out. And so I went to the Snooks when I only spent $50 at the grocery store. I had all the soup in my RV, and I got that out of my RV. So I'm like, I'm going to eat this until my payment comes in. My next I'm almost to an hour, so I'm almost done, Brandon. Yeah, I haven't even finished my whole year yet. Where was I? I went to Branson, then I came back and I watched Blue over Labor Day, and then I found out I wasn't going to go to Georgia September. So I hung around here longer and I went up to Michigan. I went and saw Roy and Becky. That was a fun, unplanned thing. Speak of the angels. Hey. Hey, Roy and Becky. So I went to see Roy and Becky, and I went to M21. I went to see Kenneth for his birthday. I went to Warriors Path State Park. Then I went down to Pigeon Forge and saw Joy and Donnie. And my potty was leaking, like a slow leak when I flush it. It's kind of gross. So that was a whole reason why when I went to Georgia, so I ended up going to Georgia after Pigeon Forge, and I didn't end up taking Kenneth to the beach, which, speaking of Kenneth, hello, Destinations Delight raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Yeah, so I was just getting to it. I didn't even go to North Carolina. I had a couple of thoughts, I was like, maybe I could go to Mayberry for a day. I was thinking of just going to the beach, but then I was like, I didn't realize that when I was in Pigeon Forge, I was actually closer to Georgia. So I decided to go early October down to Georgia. I think wait. Did I get the sticker you sent? I don't think I did. I got stickers from Angela Morbid Heart Creations. I don't see her here right now. And I got my stickers from Justin and Christina. My mail was waiting for me when I got back here. And the thing about my emissions tests and Brandon, I'm not having anybody up. I'm sorry. So I didn't end up going to North Carolina at all. And I realized when I was in Pigeon Forge, I was closer to where my oldest two kids were in Georgia. And so I went down there, and that's when, I got locked out of my RV, and it didn't go as planned. And I was sorry to not be able to take Kenneth to the beach. So I'm sorry about that. And I decided I needed to head back. It was almost my birthday. And I felt like I wanted to get out of Georgia again. Again, no offense to Georgia, but as soon as you get out of Georgia into Tennessee, you're in Chattanooga, and it's beautiful mountains. And that's when I found Raccoon Mountain Park. And okay, Brandon. I need to look in my mail again. When did you send it? Because this is the only address. I will ask Gladys. There might be some more mail somewhere, because that might have came right after. Didn't you send it a while ago? It might be in a different pile of mail, or it might. Trying to think, did I get? Hey, Renee. So, where was I? I made it to October, and I'm at 1 hour. Yay! And it's October. Wow. So after I left Chattanooga, I went to Memphis. You can see my funny video about Chattanooga to Memphis. They're both in Tennessee. And one way you go, it is a little bit shorter, but it's not really that. It's like only 20 minutes longer the way I went. I went from Chattanooga, Tennessee. The road dips down into Georgia and comes back up into Tennessee, and then goes into Alabama, then goes into Mississippi, and then goes back to Tennessee, to Memphis. And I went to Graceland, and then I came back here. I'm really glad to have a home base to chill, and I've been taking baths and showers, and there was a tornado, and I was really glad I wasn't in my RV for that. I mean, I think a couple touched down in St. Louis, Jacob said. But I mean, there wasn't actually a tornado here, but your phone goes off, it's like, it makes this really annoying noise. And yeah, I liked Graceland. It's pretty cool. The house isn't really big, but all the stuff like around it, they have the planes, they have cars, they have a little, like, it's like a little mall. It's like a little mini park, actually, with the shops. There's a section just about Lisa Marie. There's this cars, the planes. There's Vernon's barbecue place, and I got the VIP. When you get the VIP ticket, you get a free meal there. Well, it's not free. You got to pay for the VIP experience. So, I don't want to pull something. No, I don't think so. Oh, I didn't tell you news. So this is pretty cool. It is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of neat. But so I don't know if Jordan Gingers is still here. Hey, Wayne. But Gladys retires soon from the Air Force, and she's thinking of getting an RV. She's like, I want to do what you're doing. So that's cool. She's been looking at them. She really likes Jarhead and Ginger's trailer. It's really nice. So one like that. She wants to pull something. I was like, I don't want to pull something. So the thing, Renee, is like, and this is one reason why I got one that's drivable. And this is what I learned on story chasing is, when you're a woman, solo female traveler, and if you're boondocking somewhere and you don't have to, well, I guess if you just stopped somewhere for one night, but anyways, if you feel unsafe or something, you don't have to get out and hitch up and all of that. You can just drive away, if you don't have all your stuff out. If you just, which a lot of times, like when I went to Alabama Hills, I was there for one night and I didn't take anything out. Hey, Destinations Delight. Hey, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I did like show you my book, right? And you guys have stickers. So if you're interested, let me know. Send me your address. Here's Wolfie. I bought my favorite stuffed animals from the farm to the house. My Yoda and my Wolfie. I saw a few friends in Georgia. My friend Shannon got me this little pumpkin. Isn't it cute? It lights up, but it's not very bright, but it's cute anyways. So yeah, there's Wolfie. So there's that one. And I got the little teeny ones. That's the square one. Yep. And so I guess you guys are up to date. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're in this area. Yeah, you should email me. We could do lunch if you want. I don't know if you got a minute. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff I'm need to get done here. I need to get my emissions test. Another exciting thing is that I might be able to get my RV in Glad's driveway. I'm kind of nervous about it though. There's this wall, like she got the driveway widened, and it was so narrow that she didn't even park on the driveway with her car. I mean, it was wide enough, but she just didn't, and it wasn't wide enough for a RV, obviously. But I can store it at the place where it's being fixed, but it would kind of be cool if I could fit it in here. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yes, thanks for being here. Thank you guys all for being here. 22 in the house still. And so another thing I still need to do is learn how to edit. And I'm not, so I've been kind of, I haven't tried pulling it in the driveway yet. It's at the RV place where they're fixing it. So right now, and they're supposed to start on it on Wednesday. But I need to take it and get the emissions test. I need to renew my registration. I need to see if I can get health insurance. I need to see if my medications are all, when I can renew those. So, yeah, I got stuff to do. But it's nice to have a home base. And my tentative plans are to go to Denver for Thanksgiving, and then I'll probably go to Arizona before I go to California in December. I don't know. Or I don't know. I'm going to be out west though. I'm going to be in either Arizona or California in December, and for Christmas, either place. Maybe I'll go see Dee for Christmas, or I might go see my brother for Christmas. We shall see. I'm afraid to make any plans, you guys. There's not. Tentatively, maybe I might. This is where I might be. I don't know what to say. Maybe. There's a verse in the Bible. You know that verse. It's in James, right, Joy? You know, you who say you're going to do this or that, you know, God willing, maybe I might. Yes. My email is redheadedwritinghood, just my channel name, at gmail.com. Redheadedwritinghood at gmail.com. Yep. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm at 1 hour and 14 minutes. Thank you guys all for coming in. I'm thinking about your question, though. I might could do it with something small. That's what Doreen does. I'm notorious for changing my mind. I could change my mind, Renee. We'll talk about it. I'm thankful for good friends that talk to. I haven't talked to. I hope you're feeling better, Victoria. I hope you are feeling better. I'm thankful for good friends to talk to that encourage me when I'm bummed, like Renee and Joy. Thank you. I love you guys all. I'm getting lipstick on my hands. Good night. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. And have a good evening.